Hi, it's Dorothy Guinan with Scrapbooking Quebec. In this video, I'm going to share the layouts I created in April 2024. I made 18 12 by 12 pages with the material I shared at the beginning of the month. There were two kit share videos, my stash kit and my Mercy Tiara Kit's Adventure Awaits unboxing, and both of those videos will be listed and linked below. Before starting, I do want to mention a few things. There are process videos for some of these layouts, so they will be listed and linked below. Throughout the share, sometimes I'll put one layout on the table, then the coordinating page. These are double page spreads that started with a single page layout, then I stretched it. And at the end of this video, there will be still shots, so you will get a second look at all of these layouts. So without further ado, let's get started. The first 10 pages I created with the Mercy Tiara Kit's April release, which was called Adventure Awaits. And this was made from material from Coast to Coast from American Crafts, Joyful Notes from Pink Paisley, Telling Our Story from Echo Park Paper, and there was some material from Simple Stories as well. I forget the name of the collection. I will write it on the screen. It might be Pack Your Bags. It was a travel collection. Anyway, I created this one as a single page layout, and most of the material, not all, was from the Coast to Coast collection from American Crafts. I did create a page 2 to coordinate with it. This is a design I frequently use when I create a complementary page. It's a simple 4-block grid, and all I did was repeat a lot of the papers that were in the original page and created one embellishment cluster in the middle. For these 2 pages from my stash, I brought in this brick colored cardstock from Simple Stories, along with this wood grain paper, again from Simple Stories. The next page, I created it on YouTube. So I did this for the Mercy Tiara Kit's design team, and I was using a sketch. It was the monthly sketch challenge in the Facebook group Mercy Tiara Kits. So yeah, I basically followed the sketch pretty much as is. I think I added a little border here over on the left. That was it. And this one here as well incorporates mostly material from the Coast to Coast collection. I do see a bit of Simple Stories in here as well. I did create a coordinating page. This is another page 2 design I frequently use. So basically I just filled up this page with photos, used the same paper, and I created one embellishment cluster here. This looks like an embellishment cluster all down the side, but it's not. It's actually the flip side of one of these papers here. It was a cut apart sheet. I just thought it looked kind of interesting. The next 2 pages I created as a double page spread. I did this one on YouTube, so it will be listed and linked below. In that video, I basically explained my approach to creating classic double page spreads where you have a mat that spans across the 2 pages and then you build your layout on top of it. So for this double page spread, most of the material came from the Echo Park Papers Telling Our Story portion of the Adventure Awaits kit. These alphas here I know are from Coast to Coast. They are like puffy thickers. The next page, I created it simply as a single page layout. This one here, most of the material comes from the Pink Paisley Joyful Notes collection. Here's another classic double page spread, and I basically used the same design that I showed you a few moments ago. Basically, I created some 4-inch strips of paper that I spread across the 2 pages, and then I built my layout on top of it. It looks different because the material on this page, the color story is completely different. The photos are different, of course. So yes, the page looks different, but they are identical page designs. So just for the fun of it, I will show you the other one right now, just to give you an idea. I mean, they look completely different because of the colors and the photos, of course, but they are the very same page design. So I do that all the time. I find it a very efficient way to scrapbook. And again, I think I probably mentioned it, but this is Pink Paisley Joyful Notes. Mostly, not all of it, because I can see here, this is from Echo Park Paper, as are these little brads here, but most of it is from Joyful Notes. And the last page here, I did it on YouTube, so that is listed in link below. I did this as a single page layout. And this one here is mostly from the Simple Stories Travel Collection. Again, I think it might be Pack Your Bags. I will write it on the screen. I did tweak this a little bit after the video. I did quite a bit of tweaking during the video. I was having a bit of trouble when I was creating it. The tweaking I did after the video is this striped mat that you see on the page was about 1 inch wider, and I basically trimmed a 1/2 inch off the top and the bottom, and I'm happier with it. Sometimes that happens when I create layouts on YouTube, and what I like to do is at the end of the month, if I make changes, I do explain them, because sometimes it's hard to create these layouts with a tripod over your head. The next 4 pages I created with the Hip Kit Club's Hip and Humble collection. So I started by creating this as a single page layout. So it's very pale, very soft colors in this one. And these are photos of my dear Chester. And I created, once again, a very simple 4-block grid as a coordinating page. So these are just random shots of my kitty cat that I took in March 2024. Here's another one I created with the Hip and Humble collection. You may notice this page design, I followed a sketch. Again, it was the same sketch that was on the Mercy Tiara Kits Facebook page, the challenge of the month. Here's the one I did on YouTube, and here's another one. So you can see this one here, I have a frame style foundation page. This one I have my journaling within the blocks there. This one I have a 4x6 photo. This one I have a 5x5 photo. So yes, there are differences. They do look different, but it is the very same sketch. Anyway, so I did this one here, and I did create a coordinating page. I forget, I think it might go like this. Anyway. There are the 2 pages for that. So yeah, it was kind of fun. These were really different colors for me. I do have some more of this collection left. As a matter of fact, I have photos selected to go with kind of a page kit I created, but I just didn't have time to create it in April. Now I'm going to show you 2 pages I created with the Hip Kit Club's Big Chill collection. And this was basically an older collection that I used, and I had beefed up the collection with my stash. So this is kind of what I created with it. I started by creating this single page layout. You can see here I have some wood grain paper that was from I forget, it was from anyway, it was from a different collection, one that I don't use often. I think it was Studio Light. This is a border from Creative Memories. This is from that Hip Kit Club's Big Chill collection. So yeah, it was basically a stash kit based on my leftovers from that Big Chill collection. So here is the coordinating page, and this is just moments from February in my life. As you can see, I covered up the photos. But yeah, so that's kind of wintry and very, very soft. And finally, I have 2 more pages. I created this one as a double page spread. For this one, I dug into my stash. It wasn't material from my monthly kit. I did this one on YouTube for the collaboration stretch, the sketch. I thought I had the sketch here. Yes, I do. Hang on a sec. So here you go. So once a month, Janet Fritz from Galaxy Girl Creations on YouTube hosts a YouTube collaboration where we take one sketch and we stretch it into a double page spread, or we shrink it. So this was the sketch we worked with in April. It's a sketch by Rochelle Spears, and this is what I created. So the material I used for this was mostly from the Paige Evans Garden Shop collection, but I did incorporate some wood grain paper, and that is from Simple Stories. So this video is linked and listed below. There's one more thing I want to mention. At the beginning of the month, when I shared my kit, I also created 2 page kits from my stash, and I have them right here. They're basically based on the Simple Stories Fresh Air collection, along with the American Crafts Rainbow Avenue collection. I really love these kits. The problem was I just didn't have photos to go with them. These are very springy and summery. So what I'm going to do with them, usually I deconstruct my kits at the end of the month and put the leftover material back in my stash. I'm not going to do it for these 2 page kits. I am just going to simply store them nearby for when I have photos that do coordinate with them. So that's it. Here are the still shots. Tomorrow I will be back on YouTube with my scrappy kit and plans for May, and on the following day with the Mercy Tiara kit unboxing for Bloom. That's the name of the May release. I hope you enjoyed this layout share. If you did, I'd greatly appreciate a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, Scrapbooking Quebec, I would be honored and thrilled if you did. And if you are a subscriber, thank you very, very much. I will be back on the channel tomorrow. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.